So I recently had my first guest speaking experience, and I must tell you that it was really not what I expected. Now, on the outside, it looks like, oh my God, you killed the show. People loved what you were saying. And yes, people actually love what I was saying. The audience are appreciative. The organizers were very happy with my presentation. But let me talk about the sad part of being a first time public speaker. So actually, the year is 2025. I don't know when you're going to watch this video. So I had my first guest speaking experience on the March of 2025 and I cried. I mean, I literally cried so much that if I could go back, I would actually correct a lot of mistakes that I made. And I even almost canceled my guest speaking event, even on the morning of the event. And I had to call my friend, and he was like, no, you've already come this far. You cannot cancel anymore. So now let's talk about the bad sides or the lessons that I have learned from my first guest speaking experience so that you don't make this mistake again. So let's say you're a corporate person or you're a content creator, whoever, but you're looking to actually build a portfolio or build a career as a public speaker or a presenter or some kind of guest speaker or whoever, but you actually want people to hire you or people to pay you for you to come and speak to them. The most important thing is that you want people to actually call you to come and speak, and maybe they pay you or they recognize you for being a speaker. I want to share with you 5 mistakes I made in my first guest speaking experience so you don't make that mistake and you don't have to cry as much as I did, and you don't even have to want to cancel on the morning of your first guest speaking experience. And no, this has nothing to do with the way I stood on the stage, my presentation, or my slides. No, these are the realistic things you need to know about being a public speaker. Number one, always put a fee from day one. I understand that fear of being a first time public speaker, or you're like, oh, nobody's actually called me to do this before. I don't know what's going to feel like. What if I call a fee and then you're going to tell me I'm a beginner? I'm not going to pay you for that because you're a beginner. Well, the mistake I made was not charging at all. I didn't even charge for my accommodation or my transportation. And then I felt the pain and the regret later on. It's a story. We're going to go into that. But when I say you need to start charging from day one, I mean that you need to put a little fee on your head because people are calling you to come and share knowledge with their audience. Even if you pitched yourself, you're not the ones that found you, you're the ones that found them and made that pitch. The moment they actually agreed for you to come and talk to them, they have already seen your value or they have perceived your value or they have perceived that you are valuable enough for you to come and talk to their audience. So for them to accept means that they have seen the value in you. The mistake I made was that I did not charge even for accommodation or transportation. And I felt it because at the end of the day, the organizers just, acted like, okay, you're here, so what? And that was the mistake I made, and I don't want you to make that same mistake too. So, what kind of fees can you charge? Let's say you're not bold enough, or you're worried that they're going to decline since that you're a beginner, or you might not have a lot of experience doing this, or you want to charge them for at least your accommodation or transportation. And if they say, oh, we're on a very little budget, we can't afford to pay anybody now, at least let them pay for your transportation or at least your accommodation, but let them cover the higher fee while you cover the lesser fee. This puts a little value on your head because when you're doing something for free, it's not like people don't receive the value, but they just say, okay, for it to be free, it's probably not that deep. Do you understand me? It's not really that deep. That is why people pay experts to spend time with them because they know that it is actually that deep. So charge from day one. Number two, communicate your terms upfront. Now, I need you to actually have your do's and don'ts, the things that you would not do, the things you would not say, how long you're going to spend on stage, the kind of slides you're going to use, how you preferred for them to call you, how long you're planning to stay at the events. It's important for you to communicate your terms upfront and actually stand by them. So as a beginner, the mistake we make most of the time is that we don't actually have a contract. Many beginners don't start with a contract because they feel like, oh, what's the point of having a contract? I'm just a beginner. You're not just a beginner. As I said, you're a valuable person that they have given an opportunity, or they feel like, okay, this person is valuable enough to give an opportunity to try sharing knowledge with our audience. So you need to have some kind of terms. So whatever the terms are, I want you to communicate upfront. And when I say upfront, it's from the moment they have already started analyzing whether you're going to come or not, or they have agreed to make you a speaker. The moment you're in communications with the person who is inviting you or the person who accepted your pitch, you want to start telling them your own terms. There are many ways you can actually do this without sounding so rude. And the good thing about having some kind of terms upfront or communicating your terms upfront is that they know that you have a structure. You're not just another person on the internet who feels like they have a particular knowledge on a topic. They will see you more as a professional who understand how these things work. Don't be like me. Take my lessons and try to pose yourself more, position yourself more as a professional. Yes, Gigi taught you, and it's okay to use my point. Number three, ask every necessary question. There is no question that is too much. There is no question that is stupid. So I was actually contacted about like 2 months before March 2025 to come and speak. And almost every week when a new question pops into my head, like, okay, so who are the other speakers? How is it going to work? Who is the audience? How many people are in the audience? I was always asking, I was even always requesting for calls so that I get to speak to other people so that I know what and what should be in place. So don't make that mistake of feeling like, oh, after all, they're the ones who accepted my pitch, means that I don't have to ask questions. Ask all the questions possible down to who and who are coming. No matter how silly the question sounds, you want to ask that. These are some important questions you must ask as a public speaker, which you probably already know, but let me just tell you. The first thing you want to understand is what is the goal of this event? Why am I being invited? Or why do I want to even pitch myself to this event? What is the goal of this event? What is this event about? Is it for some kind of law firm? Is it for students? Is it for corporate people? Is it just for women? Is it just for men? What is the goal of this event? Another question you want to ask is who are the target audience? Who are the audience? Who are coming? Who are you trying to target with your event? Who are you trying to target with the mission and the vision of this event? That is who's basically going to be in the audience. The third question you want to ask is what kind of event is this? Is this a corporate event? Is it a casual event? Is it a formal event? Is it a hangout? Is it like a TED Talk kind of event? Whatever type of event you want to understand. And this actually going to help with the kind of outfit you're going to wear. At least for someone like me, it helped with, what outfit I was going to wear, how I put down my hair, and my slides and what was going to be my slides. Another question you can ask, or you should actually ask, is what kind of people are going to be there. Then you also want to understand, am I the first speaker? Am I the second speaker? Am I going to speak after a panel session or before a panel session? Just that these are the kind of questions that are actually going to help you stay organized or plan your slides accordingly. Number four, ask about stage setup. So this is not exactly a mistake I made, but it's a lesson that I learned. So I had an issue with my slides during the day of this event because I did not know that the stage was going to be positioned that way. Although I was asking, can you just tell me what the stage looks like so I know I'm going to stand? I've already watched a lot of TEDx videos and I see how the guest speakers on the TEDx or the TEDx speakers are positioning so in a way they don't block their slides. So you want to understand the stage position. Is my slides going to be in the center? They're going to be on the right? So I need to stand on the right or on the left? These are the kind of things that help you manage your anxiety, manage how your body movement or your body language and all of that. Number five, my biggest lesson and my biggest mistake, probably maybe after number one, is get payments up front. There is no such thing like I'm going to pay you after the event. Let's say they're very skeptical about you, probably because you're a beginner, obviously, or you are not very experienced doing this. You can actually arrange for a 50-50 payment or even an 80-20 payment or a 70-30 payment. So let's say they have agreed to pay for your hotel accommodation. You want to get some kind of proof of payment from the hotel that yes, this place has been reserved for you using your full name, so that all you have to do is to show an identity card and stay in the room. And also, you won't even ask them to show you the room that they have booked. If you don't even like the room, I will even advise that you tell them on time to change the room so you don't have all these difficulties of having to wait in the lobby for someone to fix one pipe that is broken in your room. Yes, I said that. So collect upfront payments, no matter what the payment may be, even if it's your transportation, your hotel accommodation fee, whatever it is. It just helps make things easier. And it also even inspires you to do better on stage because, like, yes, I've been paid for this and I really need to perform my best or do better at this stage. So yes, with this we come to the 5 biggest lessons I've learned from my first public speaking gig. And let me know which of these mistakes or which of these lessons actually made most sense to you. If you've ever made any mistake as the first time public speaker, whether physical or virtual, let us know in the comments, and I'll be in the comments waiting for your comments and your reply. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. My name is Gigi, and in this channel, I am dedicated to sharing meaningful lessons for people like me who are looking to live a more holistic life. I'm basically sharing everything that I have learned so far from life, what I've learned from other people, and what you can use to build a more fulfilling and happier life. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.